Welcome guys, 73 Super Glide. Just did a live video on this teardown of this to find out what was going on with it. And now I'm just going to do a disassembler of her. And so we got two, these are all 4mm Allen wrenches. And the problem is I don't have a 4mm wrench. So unfortunately, at least a speed wrench, I don't have one. So I'm doing them by the manual. And that's a lot of fun. So I'm taking off the handle first, and the handle has different screws and everything else. It's a very worm friendly screws because they have to go into plastic. So, and this thing's been beat up. Beat up. This piece right here where the handle goes is broken, and that's part of the housing. So truthfully, most people would scrap it right now because you have to sell it with a safety. You know what I mean? By safety. Yeah. Yep. Big chunk of the plastic right here is broke off. Looks like somebody tried to melt it back together. Didn't do a very good job. Most of the time you can't melt something back together when it's broken. Usually you have to take and put some steel in it. But anyways, this guy's made in Sweden. There's an ID number right here of 350C. Yep. So I'm just going to do what I can do with an Allen wrench right now. And tomorrow I'll get a speed 4mm. I actually thought I had a small set of sockets, just the bits on the end, but I don't. But I did have some Allen wrenches. I know you can take and cut off an Allen wrench and shove it in there and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the saw is worth doing that. Not sure if the saw is worth buying an Allen, buying a special socket for this either, but I may be able to find some eventually. Just got to think about it. Got to think about it. I think I got a bunch of bits. You know what I'm saying? Bits and bits and bits. So that rewind should come right off there like that. Look at the, just look at the state of it. And it's like, just I don't know what they were doing, but they sure weren't very kind to the saw. They were not. But everything can be cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? And it's got this plastic thing that comes across there. It's bizarre. It's very bizarre myself. I think it's very bizarre that I don't know how this coil's held in there. myself. It's by all the same thing. It's by all 4 millimeters. By all 4 millimeter. Hold it together. That's what I'm seeing so far. There's one screw here that holds the coil in. Maybe the ground. Yeah, the ground wire. And the other wire is connected, so it's totally different. But I am not. There it is. It's totally on the other side. It's just so full of stuff, I think. Yep. 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 I'm having a hard time trying to get the junk out of the to put the Allen wrench in. Yeah. I'm gonna have to tap with a hammer. It's pretty greasy, I'm telling you that. It is. Said it may be the dirtiest saw I've worked on. There we go. I think I got it to move. If anything, these are parts, you know, for somebody, but this is the first saw I've seen. Should take it to the car wash and wash it off, right? Huh? Alright, so here's your coil. Dirty as it is. Dirty as it is. Yeah, lots of screws around here. Yep, I don't know if any oil or anything's in it because I didn't check. I don't remember putting gas in it. Nope. Well, yep, there's a little bit in the bottom. Let's see if there's any oil in it. Only because, yeah, just a smidgen. Yep. I don't know where to start next, but I'm thinking this whole handle assembly has to come off before we go any farther. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that safety switch and carburetor and all that's got to come out of there. Alright, I thought I would just do a little bit of the demo for y'all. I might be able to just pull this whole cylinder right out of here without disassembling the carburetor, maybe. Maybe not. Alright, there's one screw. One more screw. Oh, keep screwing and it ain't moving no farther. Huh? Yeah, I think that just goes into the engine block. Yep. Don't forget to keep throwing these parts in the box, because you'll be looking for them. And yeah, that one just goes into there. A little one here. I assume this whole cylinder comes right out of here, and you just leave the housing in here, but maybe not. Yeah. Again, these ones around the cover, the one I just pulled out has this little sleeve on it. Has a little sleeve on it. It goes into a rubber mount. So, yeah. I'm not seeing any more in there. There's one more here. It has like a little shield there that backs up to the flywheel. Little screw in this little plate. Backs up to there. Let's see. Yeah. So now there's another one in the front, up here in the front. Not too far away from where the bar goes at the bottom. There's one underneath there. Looks like it goes in the same style. Probably should leave them in there, but not taking them out because looks like to me they've probably got the same thing. Let's see. Nope, this one on the very bottom has a regular screw like normal. So we got two of those so far. Actually, there's a few of them. So it's probably going to be a trial and error on those guys there. Probably. And they go into the rubber mounts on the bottom. There's some of these guys that they go into. Little rubber things where they slide into. Got a few of those. They just popped out of there. So we'll just split the bottom half from the top half now. It just came apart. We got one more screw here on the side, just above the fuel tank. That's another mount, probably it'll be the same style. And that'll split the handle from the front half. Alright, it has the same style screw as the other guys. So our whole handle suddenly comes loose. We have to disconnect your choke. Lever comes in here to the handle. It's hooked up on the carburetor, so you need to unhook that guy. And it just slides out. Just slides out of the handle. We got one fuel line that goes up to that. We'll just slide out of there. Alright. So that's when I disconnect that fuel line, she just slides out. Fuel line right there. She just slides right out of there. So that whole assembly. Now, if you really want to, you can put these screws back in. At least some of it, so you can figure it out. Maybe. Maybe not. Just trying to find the ones that I took out of there, and I'm not finding the aggressive ones really right now. So at least that's the got two of the mounts in. I said this thing's so filthy. All right, so we're down to this piece here. Yeah. So I got to figure out how to get this jug assembly out of here without there we go. Again, you didn't have to take that bottom piece off, but we're gonna, if this goes back together, we have to clean it. We have to clean it. All right, so the next one up is a 6mm. Oh. So I should be able to break these guys loose. So I don't think I have a 6mm either. Five millimeter. Oh, okay. It's a 5mm. I got a ratchet here somewhere that I can take them out with. That way I'm not taking forever. Yes. I think I have something. Maybe not. Maybe I won't be able to find it. Said I have this reducer thing It's somewheres, but now I ain't gonna be able to find it because I'm trying to do something right. I do have a ratchet somewheres. I do remember seeing a ratchet. All right, 2 screws. One more left, and that whole cylinder should drop. All right, there's some sort of vacuum hose set up on the bottom of this cover that I didn't see come apart, so all right, let's see if yeah, plus I got to get this clutch loose over here too. However that comes loose. Yeah. I don't even know if I have the right guy for that. Oh, maybe I'll turn it over. Let's see if I can get that cylinder to keep moving again. Huh? Okay. Well, that worked. Wasn't sure about that, but got that loose. There we go. And there we go. So took the screw off and then put the screw back on and then tap on it, right? Is that what we're supposed to do? Yeah, sometimes people put rope down the cylinders and then do it. Let's see. Got a little pry bar underneath here, but got one. Yeah, I found it right away. It's bizarre though. There we go. Hopefully I didn't do too much damage to that. That flywheel will cost you. No? Looks like it's still there. Barely. Wow, it's a weird little bump to it. Weird little bump to it. Yep. In the parts box. In the parts box. Yeah. The thing I got to do now is try to figure out how to get that clutch loose. So, now that'll be fun probably. That'll be fun, I'm sure. I'm sure. Said I've never pulled off a clutch on one of these guys, so I'm sure that looks like to me I can just probably hit it with a hammer right there, and it'll just come flying off, right? I'm sure that's what them dents are for. They're off. Let's see. Nope. Yep. Wow. 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 Holy cows, guys. Look at that, will ya? Alright, so we're down to, looks like one screw is holding all this lovely stuff right here on here. Chain guide and all that. That looks like to me that needs to come off before anything. Yep. Just thought I'd show you, plus, you know, that way, if I go to figure out that I want to put this back together, it's got this little screw here, this little plastic thing that goes and runs your pump. This little thing here runs your pump. Right there. I'll put that one little screw back in there, so. Alright, so that should be all to get this cylinder out of here, I guess. Should come right up out of there, right? Oh, here it comes. Looks like to me that the bottom part of the case is the bottom part of the cylinder. This is some bizarre stuff here. Yeah. The bottom part of the case for this thing is the bottom part of the cylinder. So all that corrosion is in the bottom of the plastic housing. Yeah, there's no aluminum housing to the bottom of it. It's all it's all of it. Alright. Trying to figure out how to get it out of there, because it seems like it's kind of stuck in there. And it looks like to me it's kind of like glued right here. Right there. It's kind of like glued. It's kind of like it's kind of like glued in there. Like the thing. Like it fell apart and they glued it back together. Would that be something that Lowe's did to resell a saw? Or is that the glue they used to seal the bottom together with the top? That could be the, you know what I'm saying? But there's a bunch of glue down in here on the side. Bizarre. Again, this came from Lowe's, so yeah. I don't know. I don't think I have any more screws. There is this one little thing here. Did It seems to be hanging up in that corner. So let's see. It's like a little plug. I'll plug with a screw. No, there's nothing in there. No. It's a little filter for the oil. Okay. Let's see why I can't get this up out of here. Yeah, it's all got glue in here. It doesn't lift up enough to yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'll bring it back when I figure out how to get it out of there. Seems like there's a bunch of glue in here that shouldn't be in there, but then maybe it's not glue. Sure seems like a bunch of glue. Assembly glue or something. Because it's all over this tin plate. It's supposed to keep the heat from it might have just melted down in there. Initially it's supposed to come apart. I wonder if I'm supposed to take that piston off the top, bring this cover out of here first. Yeah. I think that's the next thing I'm going to do is take this piston out of there and bring that half that cover up, because that's maybe the way it's supposed to come, but oh, there it goes. There it goes. Yep. Yep. Well, there you go. That's what it looks like. Oh, looks like a bunch of corrosion, piston, cylinder, jug, all that. All right. And the bottom of the case is the bottom of the housing. How you like that? Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Any way to save money, man, I'm telling you. I don't see any chunks in here. I just see a lot of garbage. And it looks like to me this is melted here. Got really hot and melted all that. I'll show that in a picture so you guys can all see that. All right.